right, next up, Big Ten, Minnesota, Illinois in this Big Ten matchup. Minnesota, 3.5-point road favorites is where they opened. They're now laying 6.5 here in this game on the road in Champaign, 39 being the total in this game. We've got a whole bunch of injury things we need to talk about in this game. First of all, the big one is Mo Ibrahim, the running back for Minnesota. We know he is huge for this Golden Gophers offense. With all due respect to Tanner Morgan, the quarterback, he's not the most important part of this offense. It's Mo Ibrahim, the running back, and it looks like he is going to be able to play this week in this game against Illinois after missing some time, which is significant. And then on the Illinois side of things, so it's a combination of things why the Minnesota money's come in. Ibrahim's going to play. Looks like he's been upgraded to probable. And then, of course, for Illinois, they suffered the injury to Tommy DeVito, their quarterback against Iowa. And as someone that had one of my biggest bets of the entire Saturday on Illinois, I'm dreading that injury and thinking, oh my gosh, I've got to try to get this thing to the win column with Art Sitkowski now having to finish the game, the Rutgers transfer. And man, with Sitkowski at quarterback, it was rough. I mean, he was just not able to get anything going throwing the football in that game against Iowa. Iowa's got a good defense, don't get me wrong. We know that, but they were just absolutely unable to get anything going throwing the football with him. And then just when it looks like they've got a chance, when the game was tied 6-6, put the game away, maybe cover the number for me, laying 3.5 with Illinois. First and goal inside the 5, just a horrible interception down by the goal line by Sitkowski. Just the thing you can't have in that situation. And sure enough, that was it. They did end up coming back down, but they kicked a field goal. And then at that point, I'm just hoping for the push at -3. And obviously it ended, I think, 9-6 for Iowa, or for Illinois rather, against Iowa. But there is no doubt you have to, if you're like me and you watched that game as much as I did, and I'm not happy I did, it's time I'm not going to get back in my life. But, you know, if you're going to make an analysis about the quarterback difference from DeVito to Sitkowski, you have to acknowledge the fact that, no question about it, it is a downgrade between DeVito and Sitkowski. DeVito's actually had a very good season so far, and he's shown that with an offensive line that can block and protect, which he did not have at his disposal with Syracuse when he was there, he can be decent, and he can rely on Chase Brown running the football. But we'll have to see if DeVito plays. He's day-to-day right now for Illinois going into this game, which means if it's Art Sitkowski, I'm not going to be back in Illinois. You know, I got my fill of him last week against Iowa, and I'm not ready to trust him here in this game against a very good Minnesota defense. So the under probably makes sense, but the total is very low at 39. But would it shock you if it's like 12-6, 12-9, 9-6, something like last week? It wouldn't. So under or pass for me early in the week. I know why they're betting Minnesota because of the injuries for Illinois with DeVito, but I don't know if I also want to lay 6.5 either this many points with Minnesota, because this Illinois team to me has been undervalued all season, and they put money in my pocket. And I'm not sure, even with the big downgrade at quarterback, if DeVito doesn't go, that I'm ready to lay points on the road against this Illinois team. What do you think, Connor?
Yeah, Sitkowski, he's nightmares. I remember watching it last year with him, and then him coming in there just to watch that all. And DeVito, to me, isn't he? But it's just, he's a total upgrade. He just can manage the game, make the throws that he kind of has to. He's nothing spectacular, but I hope he can go, because even him, maybe not 100%, is better than that. You know what, though? I don't agree with it. Minnesota's, I still think this, to me, is just under. Let's get away from the side. I think it's just dead under. Both these defenses are good. Minnesota's offense, though, other than beating these shit teams in the very beginning, they hadn't done anything. You know, this is a team that's lost the last few. I know they had the week off, but you want to lay now almost a touchdown with them? I don't. So if I hear any whisper of DeVito, I'll be on Illinois. And yeah, I already like the under here. I just don't see it getting over this total.
Yeah, that would be my leans too. Even Illinois, although I don't know if I'll end up betting it with Sitkowski. I'll just bet the under, probably, if it's Sitkowski at quarterback. And thank you for the kind words, Mark Jacobs, in our chat here.